Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Christian and we have a very, very special video today. I'm going to be reviewing Still Over It by Summer Walker. So the last review that I did was Drake, and he got one listen because he had like 20 something songs, I think, as well. I've listened to this album like 8 or 9 times. It's only been out like less than 72 hours. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to get into that. Anyways, I was reading a couple articles about like London and like if he has reacted at all, because we know that like a majority of the songs may have been inspired by his behavior. So apparently he just posted on his Insta story that he was glad to be an inspiration. And I'm just very concerned because the lack of accountability here, what we're seeing with this dude, like, it's just very concerning for him to be the father of multiple children and this is how he is behaving. But the weird thing about it, which I thought that London would have like absolutely nothing to do with this album, but apparently he still produced some of the songs. I mean, I'm just glad we didn't have to hear his we got London on a track, because I feel like that's just pain for Summer, having to hear that every time she listens to one of her songs. Like, I feel like she gets to be reminded of him all the time with her daughter. So I feel like she really didn't. She didn't need that layer. So I'm glad they like removed all of that, because we're glad about that. So we have 20 songs to get through. Let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the first song. So the first song is called Bitter. So in this song, she is addressing the haters who diss her on social media, and she also mentions the Shade Room and Instagram in this song. And I feel like she's calling these people out because she sees them as bitter for judging her on who she decides to date. Just my opinion. I feel like the whole like Cardi B part at the end kind of ruined it for me. Because like, I don't know, nothing personal against her, but like, I don't like her voice. I just really don't like Cardi. So yeah, I would say the ending kind of messed up the song for me. I appreciated the layering of the vocals, and I would say in comparison to Over It, this album has less auto-tune, which I appreciate, because like Summer's voice does not need all of that extra. We could hear a lot more raw vocals and we would be fine with it. Okay, X for a Reason. I'm not a fan. When the song came out like 2 weeks ago, I listened to it, wasn't a fan. Gave it a couple more days, gave it, up until the album came out. Second song on the album, I'm still not a fan. According to Summer, the label chose this song as the single for the album. She doesn't like it either, which is sad. Contracts really be having these artists doing things that they don't want to do, artistic freedom down the drain. And it really just seems forced by the label as an attempt to diversify her genre ability. I don't know if you guys have been seeing Megan Thee Stallion. I haven't heard any of these songs, but I heard that she's been like collaborating with like K-pop groups or something. And I don't know. I guess this is just the label's way of trying to push her into other genres, but I was not a fan. Okay, No Love. So I have No Love was a great song for SZA to be featured on with her cursive singing. not trying to attack her or anything, but like most of the time, like I really can't understand what she's saying. She seems very clear on this song though. She was like enunciating her words, which was great, so I could really understand the lyrics. I'm gonna call this song Just Might 2.0. If you know the song Just Might from Over It, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But the song is basically about removing the intimacy from a situation, or removing one's feelings, and just being about getting what you need from it and not exerting any extra energy. I would like to say that the bass in this song is really doing it for me. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Throw It Away. In Throw It Away, Summer is expressing frustration with energy not being reciprocated, which is so great because the next song title is Reciprocate. I just really appreciate when the track list goes in an order that makes sense. I like when we're going in an order that tells a story and something that is digestible for the audience. Like, I don't want my feelings to be all over the place and in shambles. So I appreciate the track list. But yeah, she's like, I don't want to throw it away, but you're making it hard. Okay, so let's get into Reciprocate. So basically in this song, she's saying that if the person that she's dealing with knew her worth, that they would be able to know that the bare minimum is not acceptable. She doesn't want to throw in the towel after investing so much time and energy. So basically, I feel like this song is more so her like pleading, or not really pleading or begging, but like saying that she's willing to compromise, but she needs to get some of the energy that she is giving back from the other person, because, you know, relationships are 100%, and it seems like she's giving her 100 and the other person is giving like 0. So, okay, You Don't Know Me. So the first couple of words she says in this song are lost in translation, running out of patience. So in this song, she has explained her wants and needs in various ways and has been disappointed with the results. I just really like this song because the simplicity of the instruments. I like that in the background, there's not too much going on to distract from her voice and from the lyrics. And so the simplicity of the instruments, I felt really added to the emotions and the vulnerability of this song. So yeah, she's basically saying like, you need to speak my love language, because at this point I know you, but you don't really know me, because if you knew me, you wouldn't be doing these things that trigger me. Okay, Circus. So in Circus, it sounds like she's tired of chasing a situation and hoping that the efforts that she has been showing aren't a waste of time. So yeah, it sounds like a circus. I just have one question. Why is this song 2 minutes and 13 seconds? Like, Miss Walker, we're slipping into old habits. I thought we left this in 2019. No more 1 minute and 2 minute songs. Like, I don't really know what you expect us to do with that. Okay, next up we have Insane. So in my notes, I have change up the lyrics a bit, and we have a gospel song. But yeah, in this song, she is calling on the Lord for help because she feels like she's going crazy with the back and forth. In my notes, I also have that this is Playing Games 2.0 because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a game is being played and it's just going around in circles. So, you know, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is insanity. So I guess that's what's going on in this song. Okay, next we have Constant BS. My particular feelings on the song, I feel like it was too much auto-tune. I'm not a fan of too much. I feel like it has a time and a place, and sometimes it can be used to help I feel like in this situation it was hurting the song. But yeah, in this song, she's basically asking, can I trust your words? What can I believe? And what is a lie? Because the track record of this love interest, I guess you could say, is not very favorable. So next we have Switch A Out. So in this song, she's talking about how she's so used to having a roster and moving on to the next one so quickly, but there's something different about this situation. She's saying that it hurts when it's not working out because she cares so much, but she can't move on. So basically she's like saying like, this doesn't usually happen to me. Like when somebody's not acting right, I can usually just detach and move on. But when there's so many like emotions, time, and energy involved, it is harder to detach. So I feel like that is what she's saying with this song. The next song is Unloyal. I'll say this is my favorite song in the album at the moment. Summer also said this was her favorite song on the album. So when it first came on, I was like, this is giving me like Erykah Badu, neo soul. And I just really like there was something different. There's something different about this song, and I'm not sure if it has anything to do with like the way that it was produced, but it kind of sounds like, I can't explain it, but like it sounds like the mics that they use were like older, and it gave it like a vintage feel. But yeah, she's talking about being done with the whole ride or die thing. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna sit and wait around and be loyal to somebody who's not being loyal to me. So I guess I'm unloyal. I guess I'm untrue. Call it what you want. I just want to say that the saxophone is the sexiest instrument, and I want to marry the saxophone. Like, growing up, all I used to listen to was smooth jazz. I used to listen to it all the time, listen to it to fall asleep. I just love jazz music. If you need something to study to and you've tried lo-fi and it doesn't work for you, you need to try jazz music. Oh my gosh. It is just life-changing. But I love this song. Okay, so next we have Closure. So it seems like she's searching for closure, but instead of the times when she goes to the person to get closure and actually getting it, it seems like she's getting like more roped into the web, which is a sad thing that most of us haven't realized, and a lot of people will come to realize in the future, is that sometimes you will never get closure. People don't know why they do what they do. So how will they be able to tell you? No. People just don't know. Like, some people just do things without thinking, and that's the problem. You're not thinking. But yeah. So she just wonders why she keeps getting roped in when she wants to just close the chapter. But sometimes you will never get your answer because, like I said, people don't know why they do what they do. They just be doing it. All right, Toxic. So in Toxic, it sounds like she doesn't want to be embarrassed, but she doesn't care how stupid she looks to others. She's not ready to let it go, knows it's toxic, but isn't leaving. Yeah. I feel like acknowledgement is the first step to change. And after acknowledging, you have to do some more steps to change your behavior. But it just seems like in this song, she's expressing that, like, she knows that it's not a good situation, but that's all she's going to do about it. It's just acknowledge that it's not healthy. All right, next we have That Right There. So we have the signature 4-count Pharrell intro. I also feel like this was a label planted song. I feel like they're just trying to force her to do more upbeat stuff. So when like next summer comes around, they'll be able to try to get her to do more like upbeat type stuff, I guess. But I don't know. She's talking about her superpower as a woman and how it has the ability to take someone else's man. And I just kind of feel like this is like, I feel two ways about it. In one way, it's like, okay, this whole album is about you being like, listen, like, why won't you act right? Like, why are you getting distracted by all these other women? But then again, look at me. You know, if I were to get a man, you know that, no, if I were to like be able to get somebody else's man, it would be easy because I can get him hooked. So I don't know how I feel about the position in the track list. I don't really know if my perception is off with this one, but yeah. All right, next we have Screwin'. I'm going to call this song Stretch You Out Part 2. I also want to say that I hate when the beat takes forever to drop. It is the worst teaser. Oh my goodness. Waiting for a beat to drop in a song is so frustrating, and it's like pulling teeth for me. And I hate when I have to wait for it because I'm anticipating it. But yeah, she's talking about trust issues, bad communication, but constant meetups. So yeah, I feel like that is what's going on with this song. Next, we have Broken Promises. So in this song, she's talking about being disappointed, seeing the true colors for herself, and talking about how she didn't want to take other people's word about how her love interest or interests were not good. And so she's basically talking about how the other person promised her all of these things and they failed to deliver. All right. So the next song is Session 33. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm really tired of 2 minutes. But anyways, she's talking about how her love interest is so concerned with the material things in life and she feels neglected. Yeah. I feel like that's all I have to say on that. I think she said this was her hardest song to write and record. So I really admire her pushing through her boundaries and still sharing something that was difficult for her to share. The next song is Fourth Baby Mama, Prelude. And I just had a question because why is the artist not listed on the track? Like, it didn't say, like, featuring anybody. Very confused about that. Like, what are the rules about, like, listing features? Do you not have to list features if you just pay them a certain amount? I don't know what's going on there. But there was some dude singing, and one line that stuck out to me was, "I swore this wouldn't be me." So some women are very proud of their status of being the mother of someone's child, but not with them. And it seems like Summer is not proud of it. It seems like she was hoping to avoid being in the situation. Yet, unfortunately, she is in the situation. Which leads us to Fourth Baby Mama. I had a question. If anybody knows the sample, please let me know. I'm very curious. I thought it was like Destiny's Child or something. I'm not really too sure, but I guess I'll figure it out sooner rather than later. So in this song, she's talking about how she wishes that accountability was taken from the mother of, I guess it's London. I guess it's London. I want to say love interest, but I guess it's London. And basically, she's disappointed that a young man was not taught how to treat women. And then she's just talking about how it doesn't make sense that he continues to have children just to pass them off to women in his family, like his grandmother. And it's just like, why? Like, having kids is such a huge responsibility for you to just be having them and passing them off to family members. And she said it was lazy. She also talks about how he flashes for social media with giving her gifts, but it is simply just to show off that he has the money and that she gets treated like an item. Okay, moving on to the last song, Sierra's Prayer. I feel like this song is an acknowledgement of self-worth. And we see the contrast with the first song and the title being called Bitter, and this song where it's like a prayer. Sierra just has a really calming voice, and I think that this entire album is a journey to self-love. I feel like this last song is just a cry to like God to assist Summer, I guess, probably, with how to move on when you feel like trash. So I think it was a really nice way to end off the album. I'm gonna try to stop listening to it because what I don't want to do is play it out so much that I can't stand any of the songs. So yeah, I enjoyed this album. I really would like to hear your thoughts. I really do enjoy doing like album reviews, song reviews. So if you guys want me to review other things, please let me know in the comments. And like this video if you want me to do more videos like this. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.